championship game at the 20th edition of the EuroLeague's Adidas Next Generation Tournament. Yes, it is the joint record, three-time champions Real Madrid against the ANGT Select team, with the trophy on the line here in the continent's most prestigious youth club competition. Both teams arrive having won their respective groups with perfect 3-0 records, both impressively prevailing in group deciders yesterday. First, Real Madrid blowing El Clasico open in the third quarter before beating Barcelona by 18. And then the Select team pulled clear in the second before ultimately defeating host Žalgiris by 11. So both arrive here undefeated and full of confidence. We'll take a look at some of the key players. And for the Select team first, Lucas Giovanetti. Fairly disappointing in Munich qualifying. He's the only one on the Select team who's significantly increased his output at these finals up to a team second best, 13 points per game, 56-40-92 shooting split. And a seismic matchup of two Senegalese centres. Mohamed Faye, 18 years of age, in 26 minutes, averaging remarkable team highs of 23 points, 12 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 1.3 steals, 1.3 blocks, 80% field goal shooting, an average PIR of 36. Nobody able to stop him. But how about his fellow countryman, Ismaila Diane, 16 years of age, but 5 centimeters taller. In the group stage, he averaged 12.7 points, 12.7 rebounds, 5.7 offensive rebounds in 27 minutes, shooting 63% from the floor. And out forward, perhaps the brightest young talent of them all for Real Madrid, Hugo Gonzalez, MVP at his first ANGT event in January, restricted by foul trouble yesterday, but over the first 2 games, averaged 19.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 3.5 steals, and 2 blocks as well. So many other stars who can shine as well on 2 deep, talented rosters. Both the clear standard setters in their groups, both like men against boys at times in those games yesterday. And that sets up the perfect championship game matchup. In both groups, their size, length, physicality and quality has been too much for their opponents. But now they each face the one team that can actually match those attributes. We'll get the full introductions of the 2 sets of players, see the rosters and starting fives momentarily. A big stage for these players to show not just their big talent, but their big mentalities. There will be plenty of nerves jangling. This is as big as it gets for them at club level. The Select team 3-0 in Group B. Almost threw away a 22-point fourth quarter lead, but edged Juventud by 3 in the first game. A +5 in offensive rebounds. Fewer turnovers, the difference there. And then in game 2, against defending champions Mega, that was the big one. They led after each quarter before winning by 8. Survived 20 turnovers by winning the battle on the boards again and shooting the better percentages, including 13 threes at 43%. And in their decider yesterday against Žalgiris, they just dominated. An 11-point win, but they pulled clear in the second quarter, barring one late rally from the host. They never really looked back, protected the ball better. And Mohamed Faye's interior excellence was the difference, as they shot 58% on the inside. Seeing the full introduction of their team now. It's a team that was born last season, really, competed in the ANGT circuit as a new concept, reached the championship game. Coached by Vasilis Spanoulis last season, fell just short against Mega. Lost by 21. Petri Koponen will hope to take this sophomore team further. He's taken the reins for their second season. And They go up against the joint record champions, Real Madrid. Tied with CSKA Moscow for the most titles in the 20-year history of this competition. Came from 10 down to build a 20-point lead that they almost threw away in game 1, but held on to beat Zvezda. Defense crucial to getting over the line in game 2 against Panathinaikos. Again, their defense got them an easy win that time, 71-47. And yesterday in El Clasico, it was a 24-8 third quarter that blew it open to win by 18 for Javier Juarez's team. Defense again decisive, 72-54 the score. They have had low field goal percentages despite being the best offensive team in all of qualifying. 54% on the interior was their best yet yesterday, but they shot 29% from 3 the first 2 games and then 17% on the perimeter yesterday. But when they miss, they dominate the offensive glass. 21.7 offensive rebounds a game. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep those numbers up against a very tall, athletic select team that contains Mohamed Faye. Ilan Pietrus, the team's leader in assists, 3.3 a game. Diawara is an excellent glue guy, does a bit of everything. And David Mirkovic, in the crucial win over defending champions Mega 2 days ago, had an 11-point, 10-rebound double-double. Petri Koponen, the 35-year-old Rocky coach now, having just ended his excellent playing career. Elsewhere for Real Madrid, Igor Demin, the point guard, stands at 2 meters 3, averages 5.3 assists a game, plenty of steals and blocks as well. Mitar Bozniakovic, an impressive 16-year-old, had an 11-point, 11-rebound double-double in El Clasico, including 7 offensive rebounds. Jan Vida led Javier Juarez's team to victory in that big game. Caught fire to score 27 points. He averages 22 through these finals. Just watch out for 15-year-old center Amadou Traore for Real Madrid as well, because if Diane gets in foul trouble up against Faye, he will come in. And in 13 minutes a game so far, he's averaged 3.3 offensive rebounds, 1.3 blocks and 5.7 total rebounds. Very impressive indeed in that center position, Real Madrid. You feel they will have to show their strength in depth and manage minutes to try and take down the giant Mohamed Faye as a group of centers. An international legend for Finland, Petri Koponen. He was the 30th pick back in the 2007 NBA draft by the 76ers. Ended up playing 6 seasons in the EuroLeague, including 2 with Real's El Clasico rivals Barcelona. Javier Juarez on the Real Madrid bench. Head coach of Fuenlabrada in the Spanish league the last couple of seasons. We'll see the starting 5 for the select team. We've talked about 3 of those players. Vasilije Todorovic, one we've not mentioned, low output in these finals, but in qualifying averaged 18.2 points per game on excellent percentages. And they're the 5 that we've already covered for Real Madrid. The other player in the select team starting 5 was the Pole Jakob Schumert. Quick introduction to your officiating crew for this big game. And of course, the EuroLeague Championship game is to come this evening. And so many of these players dream of one day being on the grandest stage. Elian Jaye started the senior semi-final on Friday. He was MVP of this event when Real won their last title in 2021. Usman Garuba, now in the NBA, was the man in 2019. Luka Doncic in 2015. Not just winning, but developing young talent is in the Real Madrid DNA. A decade ago, Alberto Abalde was MVP of this competition. Now he's set to compete in tonight's showpiece over at the João Arena. He's talked about how this competition prepares you for that situation. It is a first significant chance at club level to play against the top young talent from outside your own country. For the next couple of hours, these young players will look to take their moment in the spotlight. It is their stage for now on this EuroLeague Final Four weekend. The coaches have had their say. The players are out on the floor. And this matchup is quite literally the very best junior players on this continent. The top junior program and the best team, Real Madrid, the joint record three-time champions, against the best of the rest. A constellation of all-stars who've aligned for these finals. An old classic club against a shiny new concept. An experienced coach against a rookie. Tradition against ambition to crown the champions of the 20th edition of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament. I'm Tim Long, and honoured to be with you at the legendary Kaunas Sports Hall here in Lithuania for this big occasion. Real Madrid start with the ball. It's Jan Vida looking to pick up where he left off yesterday, 27 points. And Hugo Gonzalez fresh after being in foul trouble yesterday. Limited to 24 minutes, having averaged 35 over the previous two games. Here's Pietrus, perfect start for Real. This select team have been so difficult to defend. And Fay looking to go for everything on the first offense, got nothing. Real Madrid a chance for the first two scores, but Mohamed Fay looking to set the tone and embellish the point I was making before tip-off, that he has just dominated and ploughed through everything in the paint in this competition. Demin threw it against the face of Gonzalez. A rare moment of miscommunication for Madrid. Vida, pirouette in the paint, elevates, automatic, Jan Vida. We've seen a Slovenian guard for Real Madrid take over this competition before. So Real Madrid, the first two scores, making life difficult for the select team on the defensive end as well. Three way off the mark for Todorovic, the Montenegrin. Gonzalez trying to find Dian. Fay doing his bit on defense. And that's that big center matchup we highlighted before the opening tip. Vida. He'll take the three. It's well short, picked up by Gonzalez in the nick of time, but it wouldn't go down. Dian with the offensive rebound. Demin, the point guard, comes up with it. Deep three as well from Demin. Well, he's not been shooting the ball well in this competition. 7 of 20 on the outside before that one. Real Madrid start with a 7-0 surge. And the long drought for the select team continues. Gonzalez. Vida. Top scorer for Real Madrid out this tournament so far. Well, that's over the top of not just Dian's reach, but the backboard. What a way to set the tone, though. Real Madrid making 3 of their first 6 shots, including a 3. The select team 0 of 3 from the floor. Plenty of High pressure from Real Madrid as well. Really looking to get under the skin of the select team. Pietrus, French point guard. They swing it around to the open shooter. It's a long two, but he knew it was off all the way. And everything has been off for the select team, and Real Madrid aren't hanging around. Vida, the dazzling dribble, takes it right to Faye. Couldn't score over the top of the Senegalese centre. Pietrus. The pass to the far side. Can somebody end what is now more than a 3-minute drought? The answer is a no. He'd only just come into the game. Esli Edegin, 18-year-old German, who's averaged under 5 minutes a game here. Interesting decision from Petri Koponen to try and get something going. And the flash and the finish on the perfect feed. Demin points in appreciation. And Real Madrid send a message early on that we are the team to beat. And team, the key word. You have to remember this select team have been put together for these finals. Hard-nosed basket from Mohamed Diarra. That stops the rot at around 4 minutes. Gonzalez, basket won't count, foul on the floor. Changes coming from Petri Koponen. We're going to see Nika Stuknis on the floor for the first time. Pietrus to the bench. Vida. Deep three, Demin again. Igor Demin has his daggers out for the championship game. 3 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 from deep. For a young point guard who hadn't shot the ball well at these finals until this big game.
Guys, we need to be more aggressive. Now we are there looking what they are doing. They're gonna kill us like this. Show energy. Now we're gonna go all white all the time. White. And then be ready for the red. But we need energy, rebounds. Then we can get the ball. We run. We can't, if we play slow like this, it's gonna be tough with them. Now, next offense, we go shoulder 5. Big Momo here. Nikas, you with the ball. Esli, you screen. We have Mo and Lucas. Screen. Pass. Screen. The 1-on-1 for you. Hey, let's go. And then also, we can go 4 up, something.
Well, this has been the dream start for Real Madrid. A 10-point lead in the opening quarter. Petri Koponen's side just 1 of 6 from the floor. They've given up 3 offensive rebounds to Real Madrid as well. We wondered if Real could reproduce on the boards against this bigger opponent. After that was their recipe for winning the 3 group games, as was their defense. Quick first step down the baseline, and that defense has shown up for the final. Vida in transition, got it again. 12 the lead for Real, who are running away with it early on. Midway point to the first. Somebody has to step up on this select team. Diawara to the far side. Here's Faye, blocked off by Diane. Remember, Faye shooting 80% from the field in the group stage against his fellow countryman at center. Here's Myla Diane now. And Faye 0 of 2 from the floor. Demin. Diane, three-point shot. Off the mark, Diane battling on the boards. 4 offensive rebounds now for Real Madrid. Mid-ranger for Vida. Well, he's picked up the pace at just the right time because he wasn't shooting well until yesterday's decisive El Clasico, and then shot the lights out for 27 points. Doing so again now in the championship game, and it's getting away from the select team, and we've only played 6 minutes. And there's a foul on Diane. Faye dropping it off, and little push shot goes for Nika Stuknis. Lithuanian playing here in Kaunas at this famous arena. He would have dreamt of lifting the trophy here. It's the home of Žalgiris Kaunas for 66 years. They won the EuroLeague championship while they were playing at this building in 1999. The only Lithuanian side to ever be champions of Europe. So much history here. The 1939 Eurobasket won by Lithuania in this building. Oh, the kind rim. A soft touch finish falls for Mirkovic. And for the first time, the select team have back-to-back buckets in this game. Vida. 10 the margin, up to Diane, and he puts it in. And Faye had been pulled to the perimeter. Was nowhere to be seen as Diane put that one in against smaller opponents. Increased the intensity on the offensive end, the select team. They've got a Madrid mountain to climb here. Wojniakovic to the bench. I beg your pardon, there wasn't a foul on Diane, that previous offense for the select team. It's the first Real Madrid foul. Stuknis, the skip and the no-look pass, but not the assist. The shooter's not hitting the target right now for the select team, and Real are so quick in transition down the floor. Part of the DNA of this club, of course, at senior level as well. Demin. Igor Demin yet to miss a shot. Does for the first time. Nowitzki's a very good rebounder, the number 13, but beaten that time. Edegin. Giovanetti, can he be the spark? He's coming off the bench. Still not taking a shot. The swivel and the score, the strong move. Leslie Edegin, he's played more minutes in the championship game than he averaged in the whole of the group stage already. And the margin now. They can try and get it back to single figures. And the bench players stepping up for the select team. Alvaro Folgueiras, the Spaniard. He's only averaged 12.5 minutes a game here. Only 2 previous field goals before this final. Demin misses a 3. Game on. Stuknis looking back out. 3-point shot, huge if it goes. It doesn't. Diane gobbles up the board. Demin, so quick down the floor again. 3-point shot, wide open in transition. They've stopped dropping for Real Madrid, but the offensive rebounds keep on coming. 5 in this quarter, and Diane will detonate the dunk after his teammate Gonzalez lit the fuse. And it takes it back emphatically to 10. And the select team throw it away with Stuckness. We're going to see now the 15-year-old Amadou Traoré coming in at the centre position, with Diane going to the bench after a bang. 4 points, 2 rebounds, an offensive rebound for him. Vida checks out 2. Remember, all of these players are playing a 4th game in 4 days. How fit and fresh are they? Gonzalez looking to dance with the defense. Way off the mark, Gonzalez. Traoré lost it. Now, 6 to shoot here, and a foul. Real Madrid have plenty of fouls to give. It would be a small battle won for the select team if they could finish this first quarter only down by single figures. Giovanetti to get the ball in, 5.2 to shoot. An unlikely source of offense has been Edegin, but he's blocked brilliantly by Gonzalez. Gonzalez glue sticking to Edegin with the block before the buzzer. And Real Madrid have locked down the all-stars of the select team to lead by 10 at the end of 1. What a super start for Real Madrid. Gonzalez, an early bucket. Demin, the early daggers. He leads all scorers with 8 points. Hit his first 3 shots, including 2 long-range threes. And then came that 10-point lead. Timeout, Petri Koppinen. The select team trying to turn the tide and turn to their bench. Edegin playing 7.5 minutes of that first quarter. Diane, the biggest moment on offense of the first 10 minutes. And it's a 10-point lead for Real Madrid. They're 0 of 4 on the outside, the select team. Madrid 2 of 6. 2 more 2-pointers for Los Blancos. Rebounds key though, 5-0 in terms of offensive rebounds. Turnovers level, that's 5 extra possessions for Real Madrid. Behind the 8 of Demin, they've got 6 for Vida, who's already got 4 assists. And the select team will look to that man there, Ilan Pietrus, to try and help them creatively. They've got 1 assist as a whole team. The select team have been knocked down here in this championship game. Can they get up again in the second quarter? They'll start it with the ball, looking to make it a single-digit margin. That would be a platform from which to build. Lucas Giovanetti, their second top scorer through the course of this campaign. Mirkovic, Edegin, Fay and Pietrus on the floor. Here is the latter. Pietrus into the paint, little push shot, short. So Pietrus' first shot. Taking the ring road around the defense goes Demin. Gonzalez and Demin looking to combine. Demin! Real Madrid reaching for the stars. Igor Demin to the rack. Pass Fay here in the final. 3-point shot, Edegin, nothing. It's not clicking into place at all for the select team on offense or defense, or for any of their talented shooters. Underarm scoop and score for Giovanetti. And he sparked the fight back. Demin has been feeling it in the final. Faye the rebound. Pietrus, so as bad as it's been, they can still make it a single-digit game. And they have closed the gap to 7. Their first 3 on their 6th attempt. Esli Edegin up to 5 points. Remember, he only averaged 5 minutes in the group stage. Little push shot, Gonzalez. And away from 2 now. The floor opens up here for Mirkovic. It's going to be a goaltend. And it's a 5-point margin. And that forces Real Madrid's Javier Juarez to call time. The select team seem to have weathered the storm. And now they're bringing the thunder.
De verdad que cuesta entenderlo. Es que acabas de meter un mate y te la tienes que tirar de aquí con un pie adelantado, otro no. Jan, vas por ego. Ya no hay más, ¿eh? Ya no hay más. Ya la próxima es de Santano, ya no es tuya.
Vamos, venga, vamos, vamos, vamos. Vamos.
Mita, vas por Simon. Vamos a jugar 42, no la marquéis, la jugamos directo. Nitar se abre y si no, para 41, vamos. Oye, el balance, Hugo, la próxima del balance así te cambio. Que está la polla.
Combined 9 titles have been won by the 8 teams who've competed at this year's finals. 3 by Real Madrid, of course. 2 for Žalgiris, 1 each for Mega, Barcelona, Zvezda and Joventut. The 2 who hadn't yet won one, Panathinaikos, who were making their first ever finals appearance, and the select team, which was only conceived last year. They still have high hopes of adding their names to the honours list, having closed this gap down to 5. They've trailed by as many as 14. Gonzalez blocked by Edegin. He could be the unlikely hero, Esli Edegin. And the select team looking to make it a 1-possession game now.
Number 10, Luka Gonzalez, first personal foul. Substitution Real.
Demin coming in for Gonzalez.
Also substitution, Next Generation Tournament.
We've only had 4 fouls in the whole game so far, 3 for Real Madrid. No player on more than 1. Pietrus was a big scorer in qualifying and last year, but hasn't shot the ball well this year. He does here. A moment of inspiration from Pietrus. He averaged over 20 points in Munich qualifying, only 7.7 points here. He'd only been shooting 22% from 2 and 35% from 3. That was after a 62-44 split in qualifying. But what a shot, and a 4-point play for the select team as they get back within 1 from 14 down. Played as a 16-year-old at last year's finals on the select team, Ilan Pietrus. And he struggled in the championship game, so we're desperate to make amends here. Vida, shot clock winding down to the final few ticks. We've not seen that too often. This select team defense forcing Real to go late. Up high. Nice adjustment as well. And the select team from 14 down have the lead. The first score for Mohamed Faye on a goaltend. And what a remarkable rally this has been. It's a 13-2 second quarter in the space of just 3.5 minutes. A couple of early fouls for Real Madrid as well. Demin. Three-point shot is good for Mitar Bosniakovic. He's been getting better and better with each game, the 16-year-old Serb. A double-double in El Clasico yesterday. The game's second best plus-minus of +20. Faye feeling physical and feeling confident again as he floats over the double team with the hook. Back-to-back scores after back-to-back misses up until that point. We are level, 25-25. Vida. Look at that tussle between Diane and Diawara, and Vida, the floater, won't go from the foul line. Offensive rebound number 6, though, for Real Madrid. Vida. Going at Giovanetti. Might have got a piece of it. Tip back, Real. Third chance scoring opportunity. Demin. He's just hit one from the opposite side. How about another for Bosniakovic? Behind the big name stars, he's been the one to really shine at these finals for Real Madrid, Bosniakovic. Mirkovic looking to cancel it out. No. Offensive rebound, though, for Faye. Only one thought in his mind, attacking Diane, but got nothing. And then Vida got fouled at centre court, despite Pietrus's best effort to not commit the foul. Pull his arm away in time, certainly caught a piece of the player. Couldn't resist the temptation to reach in. Only the second foul the select team have committed through the whole of the first 15.5 minutes. Gonzalez to Demin. Diane at the elbow. Commands so much attention, can open space on the floor for his teammates on the perimeter. Petri Koponen applauding the foul for his team. They need to be a bit more tenacious on the defensive end. Make those shots tougher for Real Madrid. It wasn't a foul, it was a turnover. Real's third. Beg your pardon. Pietrus. And another three. Mohamed Diawara from deep now. 28-28. 3 threes here in this quarter for the select team. Burst to the basket. And a whistle on the strong attack from Gonzalez.
Number 35, moment 5, first personal foul. Substitution, Next Generation selecting.
First on Mohamed Faye. No individual foul trouble whatsoever for either team in this game. These are the first free throws for Real Madrid. Talked about the low foul count. The select team have only had 1 free throw attempt, and that was the 4-point play from Pietrus. Half-time in El Clasico. Yesterday it was 28-28. Real Madrid and Barcelona. Real burst away with a brilliant third quarter. Tight and tense here with a 14-point comeback already for the select team. Real by just one. Low scoring, as you often see in a championship game. Demmin getting a hand in the passing lane on defense. Shot clock winding down to the final few seconds here. Gonzalez again. Another suffocating block from Hugo Gonzalez, his second. Such an excellent defender. The 17-year-old forward, who also led the team in scoring in qualifying. He can do everything. Vida, an excellent scorer himself from the stripe. Knocks it down off front iron. So Real by 3. Vida has 8 first-half points. Only behind the 10 from Demmin. Pietrus. Ball almost up to the rafters. Fay, the swivel and the score. So aggressive. Here's Mohamed Fay getting the better of the 15-year-old centre Traore. He's one of the 18-year-olds, Mohamed Fay. He's got extra size and extra experience to go along with a super skill set. 3-point shot, another for Bosniakovic, not this time. Offensive rebound, Traore. Out it comes to Vida for the corner three, short. Gonzalez trying to crash the window. Pietrus. The select team looking for another lead. They've only led once by 1 point. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Diawara. Gonzalez is everywhere on the defensive end right now and on the offensive end as well. Hugo Gonzalez taking the second quarter by the scruff of the neck, with legends watching on. 5 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks for Gonzalez. Pietrus taking it at Demmin, and how about the follow from Fay? Mohamed Fay with the powerful two-handed putback. He's up to 8 points, all of them in this quarter. Vida. Fay trying to slam the defensive door, but a foul.
Foul number 22 is ending first personal foul and substitution. Next Generation select team.
A chance for Vida to hit double figures. We should be on triple-double watch for Jan Vida. 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds so far. Ismaila Dian is the centre stone for Real Madrid, but orbiting him, they have 3 standout stars, and they have all brought their best to this championship game. Demmin, Gonzalez, and Vida. 10 points of Vida ties the 10 of Demmin. Real Madrid by 3.
Substitution round.
Fay with 8 points, the leader for the select team now. Both teams 1 foul to give before half-time. Long pass out of the press leads to the open attempt. Fay looking to put. Real player on a poster. Has to earn them from the stripe instead, as he aimed to dunk over the top of the 15-year-old Mali centre Traore. It's the Senegalese who goes to the line. Still no players in the game on more than 1 foul. Fay was 7 of 12 from the line in the group stage. Normally plays with Reggio Emilia in Italy. Nominated for the Next Gen team in Zadar qualifying. And he's been their standout performer here at these finals as well. 9 points all in this quarter, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. Vida. Demin. Traore running interference on the perimeter. Real spreading the floor. Traore wants it on the inside. A 3 instead. 2 good offensive rebounders in there, but the select team come away with the ball. A chance to tie or take the lead. Final 30 seconds of the first half of the final. Excellent poise on the baseline to wriggle through and draw contact again. A chance to hit and surpass 10 for Mohamed Faye. An incredible stat line here at these finals in 26 minutes a game. Team highs of 23 points a game, 12 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 1.3 steals, 1.3 blocks, 80% field goal shooting ahead of this final. An average PIR of 36. Nobody has been able to stop him until today, but he's picking up pace. I'll go to the bench now for the final offense, perhaps, of this first half. Demin. Real want to leave it as long as possible for the shot. Instead, they're going to give plenty of time for the select team, but they will take the points instead. Jan Vida knocks it down to hit 12 first-half points. Timeout, Petteri Koponen. And the select team have plenty of time as they seek the final score of the first half.
Guys, now press break. Our diamond line. Start here, 4 here. You can screen each other, get open, David. You see, if they deny, flash here. Alvaro here. After, we don't have nothing. We go chin. One player take the ball. Alvaro, chin, and...
Well, Jan Vida decided the effective semi-final against Barcelona yesterday. 27 points. He's got 12 in the first half here, as well as 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's helped to get the Real offense moving again after a stuttering start to the second quarter, in which the select team completed their comeback from 14 down. The Real ahead by 3 with around 13 seconds to play here in this first half. 0 turnovers on that stat line for the Slovenian guard as well. His 3rd season on the next-gen circuit, his 3rd finals, part of the title-winning team in 2021. This will be his last year, and he wants to leave with a trophy and potentially an MVP award. 3 to shoot. Looking to bundle his way to the basket, blocked off by Traore, who showed his excellent mobility to stick with a select team guard and not give any luck at the basket. Real Madrid lead the Next Generation Select team by 3 at halftime, 37-34 here in the championship game. They got off to an incredible start, leading by as many as 14 points. It was a 20-10 first quarter in favor of Real Madrid. The first double-digit lead coming at 12-2. The select team with a long drought. And then the offensive floodgates open for them in the second quarter. They figured out how to slow down the Real Madrid offense as well. Came back from that 14-point deficit to lead, but only by a single point. They won the second quarter 24-17. Gonzalez's defense leading to his offense, a key component of turning the tide back in Real's favor. 37-34 to Los Blancos at half-time. Both teams have hit 11 twos, but the select team doing so on fewer attempts. Real Madrid have hit one more three. That effectively is the difference because they both have 3 free throws converted. Real with more possessions, 9 offensive rebounds to 3. And both teams have 3 turnovers. So as has been the case in each of Real Madrid's games at these finals so far, their ability on the offensive glass is proving decisive.
For the next division on court during the halftime of the AHG Championship game. Luka Doncic, number 24, David number 10, Hugo Gonzalez, number 11, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Stevens. Movement play. Movement play.
Welcome back to this historic arena here in Lithuania, the Kaunas Sports Hall. First opened in 1939 for Eurobasket, in which Lithuania retained a crown they'd won 2 years earlier. It is known as the Mecca of Lithuanian basketball, the first hall in Europe designed specifically for basketball. And the first modern sports hall in Lithuania, the first home for Žalgiris, 66 years here from the club's inception in 1944. All the way until the Žalgirio Arena was opened just over a decade ago. It is, of course, the Žalgirio that will host the EuroLeague Championship game later on today. But it's the famous old Kaunas Sports Hall that hosts the championship game of the 20th edition of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament. Great to see so many fans in attendance in support of the two teams, and so many local fans who, of course, love their basketball. Around a 2,500 capacity now. For that 1939 Eurobasket, it was officially around 3,500 seats, but the games were drawing crowds of 11,000. Times have changed, and so too has the luck of this place. It's had a facelift over the last 3 years, extensive reconstruction. And for this tournament, it's open again to basketball for the first time. Real Madrid leading the Next Generation Select team 37-34 at halftime in the final, led by the 12 points of Jan Vida, who's also got a game-high 5 assists. Ismaila Dian doing an excellent job on the boards, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. You see Mirkovic with 4 rebounds. They're on the defensive end for the Select team. Mohamed Faye, their center, also has 4 rebounds, 2 of which have come on the Madrid backboard.
Yeah, but you play 3 in this first off, otherwise you play 4. And Lucas. He screen, Mo get open. Lucas at the same time, clean the side. David, you lift up. Pass the ball. Mo, fake pick and roll. Mo, look if you have baseline drive. You understand? Right hand immediately. If nothing, you can post up from the beginning here. No, you're gonna have to smaller. Then we need spacing. If Mo penetrate, big Mo on baseline, Ilan spacing.
If you're late joining us for this one, I'll get you up to speed. Real Madrid roaring out of the gates, a 12-2 start, led by as many as 14 points. A 20-10 first quarter. It looked at one stage like the Select team might fall the proverbial first hurdle, but then came a rapid retaliation, sparked by bench players. Petri Koppinen having his say on this championship game. Who's going to have the say in the second half and take the spotlight? Hugo Gonzalez says, I'm up. 7 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 rebounds, a bit of everything from the talented forward. So Real by 5. I think it's the first 2-possession lead we've had since that comeback from 14 down that saw the Select team lead by 1. That's their only lead. Giovanetti very quiet on the offensive end. He's only taken 1 shot and hit it. Pietrus had a 4-point play in the second quarter. This is the 3 backed up on the boards by Mirkovic, who misses on his way down. Vida. Quick pass, quick offense, quick denial. Mo Faye says no way. And they'll protect their backboard as well. Pietrus. Past Dian, out to Mirkovic, who can stretch the floor with his shooting. Not that time though. Gonzalez to Demon, who was electric in that start for Real Madrid. Vida took over in the second quarter. Pietrus said he struggled in the championship game last year, 3 of 13 shooting. Would love to make amends this year. Giovanetti off the mark with the 3. Only his second field goal attempt of the game, Giovanetti. 13 points a game in the group stage. Here's Gonzalez looking to take control. Giovanetti saying, now this is my moment to shine. Far more active in the offense already at the start of this second half, the Italian. Vida. Diane wants it on the interior, has a mismatch right now. Help defense came across, forced the miss. Diawara, the help defense. Pietrus puts the brakes on the fast break. Just 1 assist so far for their leading creator in this tournament, Pietrus. He's got 4 points. Final 4 on the shot clock. Pietrus into a pack of Madrid players. Nothing there. He has the 4-point play, but he's 0 of 4 on the inside. 3-on-2 fast break. Bosniakovic dropping it off delightfully. And Hugo Gonzalez appreciates the pass. Three-point shot this time, Giovanetti, no. Only 1 attempt in the first half. He's taken 3 attempts in the first 3.5 minutes of this third quarter. Very unusual for any game of basketball, but in particular a championship game, that we've gone this far and no single player has 2 fouls to their name. Gonzalez to Demin, up fake, kicks to the corner, beautiful Real Madrid team basketball as Bosniakovic knocks down from deep. He's 3 of 5 on the outside and has 9 points. The 16-year-old keeps on getting better and better on this final stage. Real roaring at the start of a half again, go up by 8 points as Petteri Koponen calls timeout on the select team bench.
Now, from now on, we switch everything, understand? Everything, communication. When they run this, be ready, switch, when they come out of the screens. Clear? Because they're killing us with this. Now, next play. We good, you know, we good. 8 points. Next play. We run this new motion up this side. Ilan, bring the ball. Oh, other way. David. First screen. Double crash. Ilan here. After. We use the pick.
Yeah, Petteri Koponen, one of the best pure shooters of the EuroLeague's modern era. Not happy with the open shots his team are conceding right now. Going to change the defense off the back of this timeout. Koponen himself a member of the 50-40-90 club in his debut year in the EuroLeague. Across 155 career games, was a 46% three-point shooter at Europe's top level. Bosniakovic, the young man knocking down threes here for Real Madrid, 3 of 5. And the lead is up to 8 points. Entry pass disrupted. And in transition, Hugo Gonzalez can fly. Incredible athleticism and will to run the floor. And the lead is back to double figures. Giovanetti, nice hesitation to get Diane up in the air as he scores again. No good playing that switch-all defense if you give up transition opportunities. We'll see if it comes into play here. Bosniakovic along two, the defense a long way off him. Mirkovic to Giovanetti. 10 points for Faye. He's going to try and show his range. Mirkovic with the rebound. And a trip to the foul line.
Foul by number 9, number 11, second personal foul.
Second on Demin. So he becomes the first player in the game to pick up a second foul at the midway point of the third quarter. A chance for Petteri Koppanen's team to close the gap to 6. They're discussing whether that was a goaltend. Let's have a look. Dianu tried to throw it away, but I don't think the ball had hit the rim. So 46-38 is the score as it stands. The officials in such a big game are going to take their time over this one and make sure they get it right. Yeah, the shot hits the backboard. Doesn't hit the rim. And Diane sends it away. So the basket good, so the margin 6. And now the foul shot for Mirkovic. So 6 is the margin, and Real quick down the floor again. Not hanging around. Pietrus. Stop and pop 3 is good. And the select team back breathing down the necks of the record champions Real. Second field goal for Pietrus, both on the outside. Only the 4th 3 of the game for the select team. Demin had 10 points, 8 of which came in the first quarter. It's an offensive 3-second violation against Ismaila Diane, his second turnover. It's a rare call in the modern era. Well, the graphic showing a second foul, in fact. I thought it was the offensive 3-second. We'll try and get that cleared up for you. Pietrus. Diawara directing traffic. One of the stars of this team last season. Is it away in time? No is the answer. Shot clock violation. Just to go back to that previous turnover on the select team, I'm still seeing on my official stats monitor only 1 foul on Diane rather than the second foul. So I believe I was right on the call that it was a 3-second violation on the offense. Only Real Madrid's 4th turnover. Gonzalez. Up against Giovanetti. Hand in his face. Spin around, fade away, falls. For Bosniakovic. He's made it a big 4 for Real. And Pietrus is making it a big game for himself. 3 threes now, as he ties Mohamed Faye to lead the select team with 10. Demin's entry pass, Diane somehow got it. Absorbing all of the contact from Diawara and finishing through both arms of his opponent.
Foul by number 2, Pietrus, second personal foul, and substitutions for both teams.
6 points for Dejan. His biggest role has been trying to slow down Faye, though. And I think he's done a good job of that. Faye's got a joint team-high 10 points for the select team. But he's only 4 of 9 from the field, having shot 80% in the group stage and having averaged 23 points. He's got the hot hand. Not this time for Pietrus. Giovanetti. Final 3 minutes of the third. Tight and tense championship game now. Pietrus still full of confidence, but back-to-back misses. And the rebound grabbed by Bosniakovic. Watch out for the number 16. He might be one of the standout stars on this circuit next year. Dejan misses over the top of his countryman Faye. He'll pick it back up and draw a foul from Faye and go to the line for 2. Real Madrid love to play football, and Gonzalez with a header. He can do everything. Gonzalez now 11 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Dejan at the stripe up to 7 points. Four double-digit scorers for Real Madrid. And along with Dejan, who's now on 8. Those 5 have taken on the entirety of the offensive load. 12 points for Vida, 11 each for Gonzalez and Bosniakovic, 10 for Demin, 8 for Dejan. Nobody else has scored for Real Madrid. Stuckness, the select team down 6 now, guarded by Demin. 2 lengthy guards. Faye fumbles it under pressure from Dejan. It's the younger centre who's winning that battle right now in the important moments. Couldn't grab the offensive rebound though, the 16-year-old Dejan. The select team quickly down the floor. And recover the loose ball and keep it going here. Mirkovic up against Gonzalez, back out. Purposeful penetration of the paint. Tough shot still for Mirkovic, but he hits it. Over the top of Dejan, the tallest player on the floor at 2.14 meters. For the margin, Miguel. Gonzalez to Dejan, faces Faye. Twisting, turning, and glancing off the glass is Myla Dejan. Quality and confidence from the 16-year-old centre. Becomes the 5th scorer for Real Madrid in double figures before the end of the 3rd quarter. Trip to the foul line for the select team as they try and keep it close. In this final minute of the 3rd, 2nd foul on Gonzalez. Nobody in the game on more than 2 fouls. Real rotating. All of their 54 points have come from 5 players scoring between 10 and 12. Not just that, but I'm looking on the box score, and they've had 1, 2, 3, 4 other players take to the court without even taking a shot. So those 5 players have taken all of the shots and each scored double figures. This is the championship game, and it's all about the stars for Real Madrid. Of course, the select team are all stars and have been in their respective qualifying tournaments. This all-star team made up of the best players from each individual Next Generation team at each of the 4 qualifying tournaments. 4 from the Belgrade event, 5 from the Munich event. Diane couldn't reach that, and then 2 from Zadar as well, but Real Madrid get it back here. Vida. And the only player they picked from the Patras qualifying tournament was Ben Sharaf, who's a big miss through injury. The Israeli guard. Vida pops out.
Foul number 22, Ashley Edigin, second personal foul, and 14 fouls. Next Generation Select team.
Second on Edigin.
Also substitution, Next Generation Select team.
Jakob Schumer, the pole coming in. He's only played 8 minutes so far. No fouls left to give. 7 seconds for Real Madrid. Demin. All 10 of his points coming in the first half. Gonzalez. And the tip, they want it to count. And it does for Diane and Real Madrid. And that's a big moment. Gonzalez taking it at traffic. And Diane backing him up big time. On the boards, the tip in the nick of time. And Real Madrid lead by 8 at the end of 3. A 19-14 third quarter in favor of Real Madrid. They've held the select team down with their defense in 2 of the 3 quarters. And they've been able to open up a little bit of breathing room again. Wembanyama, crucial to the cause, 11 points, 3 of 6, 3-point shooting. But for the most part, in that third quarter, the select team were right there in the rearview mirror. Real Madrid, though, with a key score at the conclusion of the third. An 8 feels like a big lead with 10 minutes to play. 3-point shooting, key for them. Better percentage than the select team. But it's all about the possession count, the rebounds and the turnovers. Just 4 turnovers through 30 minutes of play for Real Madrid. Now you see the leaders in the various categories. Diane with 12 points, 6 boards now. They've also got 6 rebounds from Wembanyama and from Demin, and 5 from Vida. So it's been a real team spread on offense and in rebounding. Players taking responsibility as a collective on offense and on defense. And that might be what carries Real Madrid over the finish line. The fact that they are a regular team that play together each and every week in their domestic league, whereas the select team have had limited time together for Coach Petteri Koppinen to work with them and get them to gel. Their talent is undeniable. Fay blocked off by Nowitzki. The select team's freight train stopped in its tracks by the determined 17-year-old forward Simon Nowitzki, giving up plenty of size, but coming up with a huge play. Gonzalez couldn't knock it down. He's one of those 5 double-digit scorers. Diawara, who was blocked but also fouled by Diane. So Diane has 12 points as well as 6 rebounds, as we've seen, but Vida has 12 points, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Then Bosniakovic, 11 points and 6 rebounds. Gonzalez, 11 points and 5 rebounds. Demin, 10 points and now 7 rebounds, as well as 5 assists. It's been the fantastic 5 for Real Madrid. And they are doing it in all columns of the box score. The select team fighting for possessions. Remember, Real Madrid have a +4 in offensive rebounds and 3 extra possessions on the turnover count. So the select team now have to scrap and claw for each and every ball they can get. Pietrus, 3 of 5 on the outside already. They wanted the offensive rebound there. Diawara felt that it went out of bounds off Real Madrid fingertips. Doesn't get the answer, at least initially, that he wanted. But there is something to discuss for our officials. Might have a case, Diawara. But it's Real Madrid who keep the ball. Up by 7. Vida. Guarded tightly by a determined Diawara. Escapes and floats from the foul line. Now it's a big rebound on the offensive end. After that block for Nowitzki, starting to have a say. Demin to the elbow, popped away. They have to secure the loose ball, and they do. Pietrus. Pulls Diane out momentarily. Fay spins into the double, back out, trying to find the open shooters. Diawara for 3, too long. Nowitzki, a defensive board now. Taken away, no foul. Quick attack. Did well to recover the handle on the ball, but couldn't finish. Folgueras, the Spaniard. What a low-scoring start to the 4th quarter. Nerves and fatigue on day 4 in this tournament, but they have to dig deep, these 2 sets of players, and leave everything they have left on the floor now. We're still waiting for the first field goal of the 4th, and there it is from the corner from Edegin. 8 points. He's played over 20 minutes after just 5 minutes a game in the group stage. He was on the Munich qualifying team, Nesli Edegin. Averaged 6.8 points and a steal, but under 5 minutes a game in the group stage here, and now having a big say on the championship game. That's the depth of these select team all-stars. Any one of them capable of stepping up in any given moment and situation. Three fouls on Fay. The first player in the game to pick up a 3rd. We talked about the turnover count. 4 turnovers for Real Madrid in the first 3 quarters. They've had 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes, just about, of the 4th quarter. Here comes Bosniakovic. Pietrus. Wide open. Another miss, Diawara. He's had 2 open threes in this 4th quarter. And he puts his hands on his knees and looks down at the hardwood in disappointment. Pietrus. Fay fumbles again. They're doing a great job on him on the interior. Diane getting some help that time. Still only a 4-point lead for Real Madrid, though. They've not scored in this fourth quarter yet. Gonzalez looking to go baseline, edge of the paint, posting, swiveling, bumping, and drawing contact. Petri Koppinen wants to travel. Medellin not happy. Thought it was good defense. Well, free throws can separate teams in such a tight encounter. Real Madrid 5 of 7. The select team are only 4 of 10. Gonzalez at the line, split his previous pair. Real Madrid's 4th youngest ever player, behind only Luka Doncic, Roberto Nunez and Usman Garuba. MVP of the qualifying event in January. He's been one of the best players at these finals. He leads Real Madrid with 13 points now. Pietrus. Up against Nowitzki. Inside towards Folgueras. Open three. Again, the three's not dropping. Big attack, but a miss from Diane, and then he catches it on the baseline.
Substitution for Generation Select team. Also substitution Real.
Out pace and with purpose, but not with the points. Ismaila Diane. Pietrus approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter. Still just a 2-possession game. Big shot here for Diawara. He's missed 3 now.
Substitution Next Generation Select team.
Well, he hit his first 3-point attempt of the game. He's missed 3 in a row in this fourth quarter, 2 of them wide open. He has been shooting at 39% at these finals after only going 15% in the group stage, but those threes are hurting the select team right now, just 27% as a team. Bojniakovic halfway down, back out into the hands of Diane, who's still trying to grab it. Wrestled off him. Pietrus. He thought about the 3, gets it back. Diawara still taking on responsibility with the ball in his hands, posting up now to the strike. Lost his footing, shot clock winding down. Final 2 seconds, swivel, no points, tough shot. We've only had 6 points total in this quarter. Real Madrid just 2, coming from the foul line, no field goals. They'll try and change that here. Diane, no, still nothing. He crashes into the select team bench, trying to save the ball on the sideline. What an effort all of these players have given, especially the star players, to play long minutes in 4 straight games in as many days. finish line is in sight. Real Madrid slightly ahead in the race. Igor Demin trying to rally the Real troops to keep it going. They can't lose focus now. Giovanetti. Again, it's the open three for Diawara. Talk about backing your own ability in a big moment. After 3 straight misses, the big triple from Diawara. Jan Vida was looking for the quick retaliation. He's 2 of 2 at the line so far. He goes there again.
Jan Vida.
Looking to do what Luka Doncic did at this level with Real Madrid in 2015 as a Slovenian guard. Dejan, the offensive rebound, is 6th of the game. 1 total board away from the double-double now. Gonzalez, turnaround 3. And right in his face, forces the miss. The select team down by 4. Just over 3 to play. Still looking capable and confident and in the mood. Vida, change of direction. Beautiful to dazzle Diawara. Jan Vida up to 15 points. Still just a 2-possession lead, albeit by 6 now. Diawara, is he going to pull the trigger? Yes, he is, but he misses this one. I think if you're Real Madrid, you're quite happy with Diawara taking 3 after 3. Gonzalez looking to send a message even after the whistle that he's still got plenty left in the tank. Came after the 3rd foul from Pietrus. Look at the athleticism and the determination from Gonzalez. Dejan, all of Real Madrid's key players have performed superbly. Gonzalez certainly one of them. As 2 is Bosniakovic. Off one leg, mid-range, fadeaway falls for Mitar. 13 points for him. Real Madrid by 8, getting closer and closer to an out-and-out record 4th championship. Pietrus for 3, unfazed by the pressure. Ilan Pietrus takes it back to 5 with his 4th 3. Leads the select team with 13 points. They have to stop Real Madrid's many offensive weapons, though. And that is far easier said than done. Real are running on all cylinders. Jan Vida up to 17. And the select team call timeout.
Guys, listen, rest break now. Ilan, take the ball. 2, 3. David here, Big Momo here. We go. Split, get open. Pass. Ball back to the Ilan. Sprint. Sprint. Momo baseline. If Ilan got the ball, David, if you're here, sprint. High screen. Ilan, look this. You have Momo or the shooters. David also both different side. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. 2 minutes, 7 points. We are okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, together.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
65-58. The lead for Real Madrid with less than 2 minutes to play. The select team can feel it slipping away. It is pretty much now or never for this particular group of select stars. A minute and 50. Pietrus. Drag back, crossover three, misses that one. Rebound Vida. Hard to see Real Madrid losing it from here. And if they score on this possession, it would be a dagger to the select team heart. Jan Vida to the elbow. Back out. Dian wasn't going to shoot from range. Demin. Now they open the space for Vida. He can't kill off the select team just yet. Offensive rebound, Bosniakovic. Again, that has been the key to all 4 games for Real Madrid, the offensive rebounding. And the three, the rainbow from Gonzalez. Dian, offensive rebound again. Final minute. Down 3 possessions. The select team are going to be punished for not protecting their backboard. Jan Vida. Tremendous hesitation, dribble, drive, and bucket in the big moment to surely win the trophy for Real Madrid. We've seen a Slovenian surge for Real Madrid's junior team again at this competition. It's come from Jan Vida, who's up to 19 points. Pietrus, quick offense after his own dazzling dribble. He'll go to the line for 2. It's not over, but it would take a Real Madrid collapse from here. Pietrus can take it down to 7. It would still be a 3-possession game, 42.5 to play. Only 2 scorers in double figures for the select team. Pietrus looking to get up to 15 points, and Faye, the centre, has 10. Petri Koppinen left scratching his head at the conundrum posed by Real Madrid's fantastic 5 and by their team defense. Oh, they force a turnover. Only the 8th of the whole game for Real Madrid, 4 of which have come in this 4th quarter. They're going to get a lot closer than they did last year in their debut year, the select team, when they lost by 21 in the final. Precious seconds ticking away here, and a precious possession thrown away. With that team defense, you have to admire most the effort that Real Madrid have done on Mohamed Faye, who's been a shadow of his group stage self. A PIR of 4 now, having come here averaging a PIR of 36. All of the VIPs are watching the championship game, including the president of EuroLeague basketball, Dejan Bodiroga. He, we understand, will present the winning trophy, which is likely now to go to Real Madrid.
Vale. Escucha, como si agotamos la posesión, van a ir a hacer falta, entonces. Hugo a Ismaila. No queremos pase rápido. Jan a Hugo. Si hay para Hugo, la agarras fuerte, van a ir. Jan, vengo aquí. Y no me voy, Diego. Quiero que el balón lo tengáis los 3. ¿Vale? El balance, black en todo. ¿De acuerdo? Vamos. Una defensa nos queda. 1, 2, 3.
Real Madrid have one hand on the trophy, and firmly. Body language and facial expressions of those on the select team tell you it is probably out of reach for them. 29 seconds to play. They're down by 7. And Real have possession. Inbounding in the front court, Gonzalez, and straight away the foul on Faye. 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting, 6 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and a block. He came here averaging 23 points, 12 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds. Double-doubles in every game of the group stage. Just 10 and 6 against Real Madrid in this final. Hugo Gonzalez. A losing finalist at the Under-17 World Championships with Spain last year, but had a superb performance in the final against the USA. It's another super all-round display from Gonzalez here on the club stage. And this time, he's going to get his hands on a trophy. 15 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 assists, 2 blocks for Gonzalez. Pietrus. Select team need miracles. Up high, batted away. Real Madrid battening down the defensive hatches. Well, the select team had 24 points in the second quarter, but in each of the other 3 quarters, they've been held to 14 or below. We said it before the opening tip, we've said it through the course of the group stage. The defense for Real Madrid has been the platform. We know they have the offensive firepower, but ultimately it's going to be their defense and hustle, camaraderie that takes them to the top of the podium. That's the kind of cohesion and chemistry that has been difficult to conjure for the select team, who of course don't practice together on a weekly basis. They know now. Fans on their feet. Key players to the bench. Celebrations beginning for Real Madrid. They are the standard. They are history's all-star team. The most successful club on the continent. Now also out in front as the record 4-time champions on the junior stage as well. They brought their very best for the championship game, and they will hope that their senior colleagues can follow suit later on. But for now, this is their moment. Tears in the eyes of Jan Vida. His final year at this level, and he leads Real Madrid with 19 points as they win the championship game 71-60 over the Next Generation select team, who lose in the final for the 2nd consecutive year. It was tradition over ambition. It was a team over a collection of all-stars. It was an old classic club over a comparatively new, shiny concept. It is in Real Madrid's DNA. It is part of the fabric of this great sporting institution that they have that winning mentality. And they stepped up on the big stage with every single one of their stars, producing when it mattered the most. That is what it gets them. Championship rings will be handed out. We'll have the individual accolades as well. The MVP award, the Rising Star Award, and the All-Tournament team. Real Madrid will lift the trophy for the 4th time to offer inspiration as those fans most likely go from here at the Kaunas Sports Hall to the Žalgirio Arena to watch the senior side this evening take on Olympiacos in the EuroLeague Championship game. There they will look to win their 11th continental crown. For the junior system, it's 4 now, including 3 in the last 4 editions. Ismaila Dian at centre, a 12-point, 10-rebound double-double. Igor Demin, the point guard, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Mitar Bosniakovic, 13 points, 7 rebounds. Hugo Gonzalez, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. And then Jan Vida, a team high, 19 points, 7 rebounds, a team high 6 assists. And a game high 25 PIR. They were the Fantastic Five. They scored every single one of Real Madrid's 71 points. Took every one of their shots. Took all of the responsibility. And with the pressure on, those stars took their moment in the spotlight. Those fans will be feeling good for what's to come today. We shouldn't just mention those 5, though, for Real Madrid. So many players through the course of these finals stepped up and contributed at key moments. You think of Simon Nowitzki today coming in, played short minutes, but had 3 rebounds, an offensive rebound, a block shot, denying the select team's seismic centre, Mohamed Faye, who surely would have been tournament MVP had the select team lifted the trophy. The Rising Star Award to be presented here. Hugo Gonzalez, the 17-year-old Spanish forward, who's already played for the senior team and surely will start on the senior stage at some point. He had a tremendous all-round display and contributed in every one of Real Madrid's wins. Not just about his offense and athleticism, but about his defense and commitment. We saw some suffocating blocks from him in this championship game.
And after the Rising Star now, Mr. Michele Gerardino, Adidas Basketball representative, will present the awards to the 5 best players of the competition.
So here we go. Now it's the ANGT Finals All-Tournament Team 2023.
The very best are number 1, Nikola Jokic from Venezuela.
Yeah, Nikola Jokic, perhaps the best out-and-out scorer of all players in these finals, the Crvena Zvezda star, who poured in the points throughout the course of the group stage.
Moment 5 from Next Generation Select Team.
Nikola Jokic, the top scorer through the whole of qualifying, and only improved at the finals. Bogoljub Markovic from the... We're seeing Mo Fei first. He takes the center position. Small consolation after losing in this championship game with the select team. There is Markovic, third member of the all-tournament team. And a big cheer for the fourth name that's announced, Kasparas Jakučionis, a Lithuanian guards playing here in Kaunas for Barcelona. Now get ready for this cheer. Jan Vida of Real Madrid. There's chants of MVP reverberate around the Kaunas Sports Hall for the man who scored the most points en route to the trophy for Real Madrid. And we'll find out who the MVP of these finals is in a matter of moments. Once again, your all-tournament team: Mohamed Fei, Nikola Jokic, Bogoljub Markovic, Kasparas Jakučionis, and Jan Vida. Hugo Gonzalez, your rising star.
Adidas Next Generation Tournament. And the most valuable player of this year's edition is
EuroLeague legend Felipe Reyes to present to Jan Vida the MVP award. And look what it means to his teammates. They are the definition of a team, but he has been their standout star. 22 points a game through the group stage, including 27 in the decisive El Clasico, and then 19 here in the championship game, as well as 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Jan Vida, the MVP of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament Finals 2023.
Mr. Adidas basketball representative and the Rock Business AGT manager will present the rings to number 4, Ismaila Jagna.
The presentation of the championship winning rings now. Ismaila Dian, just 16 years of age, a double-double in this championship game. Axel Lasso, the son of former Real Madrid two-time EuroLeague champion winning head coach Pablo. He's been a role player, just 16 years of age. Asiya Miguel, Hugo Gonzalez, of course, one of the stars. Asiya Miguel had some big moments in the group stage. Naval Delicado, a role player. Simon Nowitzki had some important moments even in his final as well. Played great hustle on the boards and a block shot here. Sombo Diop, their third option at center. Jesus Santano deep in the rotation. Mitar Bosniakovic, he is one to watch out for. We've said it already, next year, the 16-year-old wearing number 16, who recovered from a difficult first game and then had a good second game, a double-double in El Clasico, and 13.7 rebounds here. And then, of course, Jan Vida and Amadou Traoré, who's only 15 years of age, their second option at centre. And in limited playing time, dominated on the boards. But this is the one they've waited for. The one they can't wait to lift, the one they aimed for at the start of this long season and fought for over 4 straight days, 4 straight games, and now 4 trophies in their cabinet to go out in front as the record champions of this competition. It is the fabric of Real Madrid, that will to win, that feeling like glory is expected but also inevitable.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone who participated in this event. And Kaunas
Your 2023 Adidas Next Generation Tournament champions, Real Madrid.
performances during this weekend. Congratulations to all of them and thank you for your attention.
It's been a pleasure watching these young players develop and shine under pressure. This is what matters the most to them at this stage of their careers, but several will go on and play for the senior team. I'm sure they'll go to watch the senior team at the Žalgiris Arena this evening for the EuroLeague Championship game against Olympiacos. Not just those fans, but those players as well. They'll go there with their championship rings now and huge smiles on their faces, and a moment that they will remember for the rest of their careers, no matter where they go on to shine. Luka Doncic, part of the 2015 title-winning team. Usman Garuba, part of the 2019 title-winning team. Elian Jaye, part of the 2021 championship-winning team, will play in the EuroLeague Championship game tonight. You will hear some of these names again and many times over the course of the next decade and beyond. Jan Vida, Mitar Bosniakovic, Hugo Gonzalez, Igor Demin, Ismaila Dian. And this will provide the platform for those stars to launch their professional careers. 71-60, the final score in the championship game. They edged it on the interior. The select team tried to fire back with threes, but the rebounding count crucial, along with the turnover count for the possession count and shot count overall. Real Madrid had a +8 in offensive rebounds, 2 extra possessions on turnovers. So Tuck, plenty more shots, and we're able to win it by 11 in the end. And we're in control for the vast majority, led by 14 early on.
Tournament champion, second time. Your thoughts?
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, this time is much more, for me, emotional because, first of all, it's my last year here. Second of all, I had a bigger role now this time, and I mean, winning the most important tournament and the hardest one. With this team, I mean, I have a privilege to play with those guys, with this staff, and amazing. I mean, I have no words.
What's it like to have the ring on your finger again, especially knowing that you know it's established club and to get another one?
Oh, I mean, it feels amazing. First of all, we knew that our season was good, except for losing our domestic championship. But I think we showed how good we are when things go bad. We step together and we demonstrate that on the court. At the end, we won, and we own the re-up now.
Talk about your motivation, knowing that this is your last game and that you didn't have a chance to get to the championship game last year.
Yeah, I mean, last year it was a bit harder for us. We had a bit like bad luck. This year we had a great team, great coaching staff, and it was like just more motivation to get to the final, to get another ring.
How jealous are you that the other 4 starters are all 2006 and come back and run it back again?
I think Topic is 2005, so at least one is there. From our team?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean, if they don't win it next year, I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, that's pressure on them.
Yeah, that's pressure, so we keep on.
All right, I'll let you go celebrate. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Jan Vida signs off with an MVP award and lifting the trophy for Real Madrid. We shouldn't forget the adversity they've been through to get here and to win the most prestigious club competition on the youth circuit on the continent of Europe, beaten by Juventud Badalona in Spain. And they arrived last year to these finals as back-to-back champions, but didn't get to defend it in the championship game, losing one of their group games. They win it
Coach
here.
Juarez, congratulations, champion of the Adidas Next Generation Tournament. How's it feel?
I feel very good because my players, I think that do all during 11 months for this moment and are really younger, and I'm really happy for be live with them this moment because it's incredible. I'm really happy for the club, for the people that opened the door of the club for second time for me, for make me feel every day that I'm one-man club, and put me with this generation is an incredible present for me. And I'm really happy because I feel this color, this team, this club, my family too, and it's honestly that we are junior, but this is a EuroLeague tournament and it's really important for me.
I know coaches never want to talk about one player, but let's talk about the starting five. You know, you really relied on them. They all scored in double digits. Maybe just talk about, you know, the big minutes that they played and the effort that your starting five did.
Yes, of course. This is a final. For my responsibility, a lot of players in this team take my confidence on the court, and I take many players with incredible talent, physique. I think that the best present for me, you know, is can coach this player. He's former player for Real Madrid, and in this team, I think that 4 or 5 players born for playing Real Madrid, I'm sure.
Jan Vida was named MVP. He won this championship back in 2021, and there was an extra motivation. He talked about the motivation being his last game. Talk about the team's MVP, the Jan Vida.
Jan Vida is an incredible player. He's a scorer. He needs a score for stay happy on the court. But for me, the last 2 games of Mitar Boskanovic, the season of Hugo González, MVP in another tournaments, Egor Demin, or Ismaila is incredible. And the rest of the players, I believe in the role that I put in his job. And this is the more important, that the rest of the players respect the roles that the coach put for the team. This is the more important. And with you are 16, 17, this is really difficult, man.
I will let you go celebrate with those 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Congratulations, and good luck tomorrow with later today with the big game.
Head coach Javier Juarez said to his big 5, this is your stage here for this championship game. The starting 5 taking all of Real Madrid's shots here in the final, scoring all of their points, and each scoring in double figures. 2 16-year-olds, 2 17-year-olds, and the 18-year-old Jan Vida, the MVP. It was the perfect game plan, and for those 5, the perfect performance, and for Jan Vida, the perfect way to say goodbye. And Pietrus did his best for the select team to try and launch a late comeback. He finished with 15 to lead them in scoring. But this was about the team, Real Madrid. Again, 19 for Vida, 17 for Gonzalez, 13 Bosniakovic, 12 Diane, 10 for Demin. Real Madrid win it, 71-60. It's been an absolute pleasure having your company for the ANGT Finals 2023. From me, Tim Long, it's goodbye until next time.